Somewhere right now, someone is looking at the clock thinking just one more episode and unknowingly signing a contract with their own nervous system that they will absolutely, positively regret by sunrise. Here's the thing about sleep. It's not a luxury feature like heated seats. It's the software update your brain runs every night, clearing cache, defragging memories, and this part's real, literally washing itself. During deep sleep, your brain's glymphatic system flushes out metabolic waste, including a protein called beta amyloid, the same stuff that piles up in Alzheimer's disease. So skipping sleep isn't just being tired, it's letting the trash sit out on a hot day. But sure, one more episode. Hour 16, the first cracks. By about 16 hours awake, so if you woke up at 7 a.m., this is 11 p.m., your cognitive performance has already started sliding. Reaction time slows, judgment gets a little wobbly. You're now operating at roughly the mental sharpness of someone with a mild buzz, except instead of blaming tequila, you get to blame your own poor life choices. The culprit is a molecule called adenosine, which builds up in your brain all day as a byproduct of energy use. Think of it as tiny janitors clocking in and quietly piling up "please stop" notes on your desk. Caffeine works by literally blocking the doors so the notes can't be delivered. It doesn't remove the adenosine, it just hides the mail. Eventually, the mail piles up behind the door, and when the caffeine wears off, it all lands on you at once. Hour 24. Welcome to legally drunk. Sort of. A full 24 hours without sleep, and multiple studies suggest your impairment is comparable to a blood alcohol level of about 0.10, over the legal driving limit in most places. Except you didn't have any fun getting here. No party, no karaoke, just the slow, dignified collapse of your prefrontal cortex, the brain's CEO, in charge of decisions, impulse control, and not texting your ex. Fine motor skills degrade. Speech slows. You'll start losing words mid-sentence, reaching for a term like stapler, and eventually just pointing and grunting. Your emotional regulation, handled by the amygdala, starts running the show unsupervised, which is why Hour 24 you cries at dog food commercials. Hour 36. The hormones stage a coup. At 36 hours, your body starts panicking in ways you can measure in a blood test. Cortisol, your stress hormone, spikes. Ghrelin, the "I am starving, feed me" hormone, rises, while leptin, which tells you you're full, drops. This is why sleep-deprived people crave a family-sized bag of chips at 3 a.m. instead of a nice grilled salmon. Your body isn't hungry for nutrition, it's hungry for anything that resembles quick energy. Because as far as your hormones are concerned, you are being chased by a bear that never arrives. Your immune system also takes a hit. Natural killer cell activity, the cells that hunt down infected or cancerous cells, drops significantly. So congratulations, you've traded a good night's sleep for a slightly higher chance of catching whatever's going around the office. Hour 48. Microsleeps enter the chat. By 48 hours, your brain starts doing something both fascinating and mildly horrifying. Microsleeps. These are involuntary lapses lasting a few seconds, where parts of your brain briefly go offline while your eyes may even stay open. You might be mid-sentence, mid-step, or worst case scenario, mid-drive, and simply vanish for 2 to 10 seconds without realizing it happened. Studies on drowsy driving suggest it's responsible for tens of thousands of crashes a year, which is the least funny sentence in this script, so let's move on quickly. Also arriving around now, your immune system releases more pro-inflammatory cytokines, and your body temperature regulation gets shakier. You might feel a chill for no reason, like a ghost just walked past you. That ghost is your circadian rhythm, filing a complaint. Hour 60. Hello, hallucinations. Somewhere in the 60-hour range, some people start experiencing mild hallucinations, visual distortions, shadows that seem to move, objects that appear to shimmer at the edges. This is your brain's default mode network and visual cortex misfiring without the nightly maintenance window they were promised. You're not seeing ghosts. You're seeing what happens when a computer tries to run a full workday without ever rebooting. Your working memory is now badly compromised too. You might walk into a room and forget why, except instead of the normal, mildly annoying version of that, it happens every few minutes, and reading a single paragraph twice doesn't help because nothing is sticking.
Hour 72, you're approaching territory made semi-famous by Randy Gardner, a California teenager who, in 1964, stayed awake for about 11 days as a science fair-adjacent stunt, monitored by sleep researchers. By day 3, Gardner reportedly struggled to concentrate, misidentified objects, and experienced mood swings and memory lapses. He recovered fully after sleeping it off. Please do not attempt to replicate this, science fair or otherwise.
At this stage, paranoia can creep in. Some sleep deprivation studies have documented shifts resembling temporary psychotic symptoms, disorganized thinking, emotional flatness, a warped sense of time. Hours feel like minutes, or minutes feel like hours, because your brain's internal clock, which relies on regular sleep-wake cycles to stay calibrated, is now essentially guessing.
Day 4 and beyond. Diminishing returns. Literally. Beyond 96 hours, cognitive testing shows performance essentially bottoming out. Not zero, but a fraction of baseline, with attention lapses becoming near constant. Your body will still try to force the issue. This is when short, uncontrollable sleep episodes tend to intrude on waking life, whether you like it or not, because homeostatic sleep pressure, built from every single hour you've skipped, eventually overrides willpower entirely. You cannot outvote your own brainstem forever.
The good news, and there is good news, this is almost entirely reversible. Sleep researchers have found that even after several days of deprivation, 1 or 2 nights of solid, deep sleep restores most cognitive function. Your body doesn't demand you pay back every single lost hour. It just wants enough deep sleep and REM sleep to catch up on the essential maintenance: memory consolidation, hormone regulation, and hosing out the metabolic junk mail. The takeaway. So here's the completely unglamorous moral. Sleep deprivation isn't a badge of honor, a productivity hack, or a fun personality quirk. It's a slow-motion systems failure, hormonal, immune, emotional, and cognitive, that your body will absolutely make you pay for, usually at the worst possible moment, often behind the wheel of a car. Which is a pretty strange thing when you think about it. The one thing guaranteed to make you sharper, kinder, healthier, and less likely to cry at a dog food commercial is also the one thing most of us keep putting off until tomorrow. Ironically, right after finishing this video.